see how much train of thought, how much you are now actually in control. The chaos, you're totally not in control of your thoughts. It just has a life of its own, which is fine. The second principle is to do not grasp, do not reject. Don't get too happy if you do great. Don't get upset when you don't do well. That's grasping and rejecting. Attachment and detachment. Because that's the mechanism of how we agitate ourselves, grasping and rejecting. So don't engage in this the same culprit that's disturbing our mind. Like the water is not smooth. Do you use your hands to kind of smooth it out? It's not smooth. I mean, smooth it out. No, you'll create more ripples. That movement of wanting this to be other than what it is, this is grasping and rejecting. I don't like that. I want that. That's the precisely the thing that's creating agitation in the mind. Don't get into this habit. Get into the habit of just recognizing the mind as it is. Straighten off, and then bring it back to the method. Straight off, bring it back to the method. Straight off, bring it back to the method. It could be frustrating, you can't concentrate, but don't think like that. It's the natural nature of mind too, when you begin to do that. Bring it back to the method. If you can do that, this simple exercise, in daily life, next time you have anger or kind of sadness, you will actually recognize it, or stress, you will actually recognize it as a wandering thought. Here it comes. That is the beginning point of you can actually do something about it. Usually when people have stress, they don't recognize it. Like I said, right? You think a happy thought, you become more happy. Think of a sad thought, become more sad. There's no space, you're like a puppet. You know, the external environment treats you this way, you behave that way. Treat you that way, you behave that way. No autonomy. You think you have subjectivity, you have agency to do this. Many people don't. You're just going to blown by the wind. In Zen, it's called the 8 winds, 八风. 8 winds of praise. Praise you become more happy. Blame. Praise, blame, benefit, not benefit, happy, unhappy, joy, sadness. So, we're not our own masters. So the second step is actually realize it, not blown by the wind. Come back to the method. If you get used to that, you will develop a natural strength within you. And that strength is the space of mind. You will actually see things when it arises and when it passes away. Then you can begin to have a choice. Should I go down that path or not? So before the onset of stress, you are doing mindful yoga as a practice, right? In tune with your body. You already are sensing some part of the body is tense. Someone say a word, it's already shoulder, first thing. Second thing, facial expression. Third, abdomen. Guarantee you these 3 points. It's not randomness that I'm telling you, be aware of these 3 points. These 3 points are intimately connected. If you can relax these 3 points, you can't even get angry even if you want to. Try. Relax. You can't. You can't. Your body, your mind, and your breath is related. Your breathing starts to be fast, regular. If you want your mind to be a certain state, go at it through the body, go at it through the breath. If you want your breath to be a certain way, go at it through the mind, go at it through the body. If you want your body to be relaxed, change your perspective, go at it through the breath. You see, these 3 are intimately connected. And these 3 are connected to emotion, cognition, and behavior. Body, mind, breath. They correlate with cognitive, emotive, and physiological. Okay? So, so the mechanism of pain, you want to break it almost at the root. Sometimes with the onset of pain, disturbance, challenge, someone calling you names, someone giving you trouble, it's not the work, it's actually the people that you work with. You see that person, you know it coming. The person has a file in the hand, going towards you, ready to kill you, something, or ready to say you just come at it, in tune with the body, because you're habituating to staying with the body. See if your body tenses up. I guarantee you, your shoulders are tense. Relax. And then change your mind. Here comes the Buddha. Here comes my Zen teacher. Yeah, that guy. He's providing free service, providing you opportunity to practice patience. So, and then observe your body and of your breath and relate to the person. You're prepared. And, but that will be hard. That will be hard. Sometimes we recognize it afterwards. That's like someone, a thief, go to your house, already stole everything, and then he come out with a gun. Okay, where's it? It's already gone. He's got your money already. So it's like you already got angry, already yelled back at him or her, and then later on, I gotta focus on the breath. It's too late. Okay. So hopefully we can do it a little faster, a little faster, a little faster. Now the principle, back to the, so that's with kind of daily situations. Same thing with pain. Right? Pain, painful onset. Look at the body. Localize the pain. The reality is only 2-3 spots. It's not that painful. The reality is not that painful. Like if you're playing like Wii game, I guarantee you, you can sit right through that 1 hour and go by. The fact is you're meditating, so you think, oh, it's so painful. You can actually do it. You guys just sat for 35 minutes like that. You can do it. Right? So the reality is it's not that painful. It's a little disturbing. It's the mind simulation, creating a narrative, a whole story. My leg's gonna fall off. Maybe it's not healthy. Maybe I should come back next time and do it one way. All the kind of thing, worrying about your legs, worrying about your body. How many of you, when you have leg pain, were worrying about your body? What were you thinking?
Yeah.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Just thinking about what happens when I fall asleep.
What happens? It's not healthy. I can't stand up, or it's like permanent damage. Some people will think it's going to have some permanent damage to my leg. Yes.
So I had that one, and the question was, does this keep me from going forward? So why?
If it prevents you from working with the method,
Yes.
then you use the pain as object of meditation. Remember, first step is what?
Sense to
Localize. Just take exactly, like what exactly is having pain? Like, how many spots? How many spots?
My leg was falling asleep.
Okay.
So it was tingling the whole length of it.
Okay. It's a tingling sensation?
Yes.
Tingling sensation is not that bad. I have people, if you wait till you come on Zen retreat, it's like someone jamming you with a knife. Tingling sensation is not that bad. What makes it bad is our anxiety, our stress level. We're not used to that. But actually, assess it, reality, not that bad. It's just one leg. I have the other leg. 2 legs. Okay, 2 legs, and you narrow it down. 2 legs, which part of the leg? You think it's 2 legs, but it's actually just some spots within the 2 legs. That's right. It's only the knees, ankle. The other one is just tingling up and down. Something's going on. But it's actually just these 2. So big deal, 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest of the body, light as a feather, relax. Watch the sensation, don't label the pain. Just, actually, the left knee feels a little different than the right knee. And the left ankle is a little bit more than the right. It's all different. That becomes an object of meditation. If your whole attitude change, it's not that bad.
The hard part was not tensing up.
That's right. Because stress hormones are already dumped into your blood system. Your amygdala is saying, send them out, send them out, send them out. And we're used to that. Break the cycle. Right? Just relax. The worst thing is just straighten the leg. Big deal. You straighten the leg, you watch the sensation change. Now you can go back to the breath. And even if you can't sit down, you can't even sit for 10 minutes, sit on a chair. Don't give yourself some excuse not to sit. Sit on a chair, your knees feel fine. You see? That deals with the body. If you practice with the body, you will be able to translate to the mind, translate to daily life, translate to your co-worker, translate to different things. The principle is, the more complex the method, actually easier to do. The more simple the method, harder to do. So counting the breath is actually simpler. You're very busy. You know, 1, 2, 3, 10. And the way we count, if you have a lot of wandering thoughts, we teach count backwards, 10 to 1. If you have a lot of wandering thoughts, 20 to 2, 19 to 1. Or if it's really, really bad, skip 3 numbers. Backwards. I guarantee you, the more complex the method, it will require more of your attention. And you'll be able to concentrate more. Once you concentrate, resort to the normal way, 1 to 10, 1 to 10. Most of our wandering thought deal with past or future, external environment, or the body. Anything but the number. Anything but the present moment. Right? And that's basically, when it comes down to it, is 2 things. 1, habit. Our mind is not trained. All of our lives in the public system, education, we're trained to kind of use our hand to hold something. No one has ever taught you what the hand is. Now I'm teaching you. Understand the nature of your mind, how your mind works. Work with the mind. We're taught to use the mind to think, to do that, to accomplish this, to accomplish that, to use it, to use that. So the hand keep on grabbing. So you're used to grabbing, 攀援. It's used to grabbing this and grabbing that. Now I'm saying, just relax the grasping hand. So he wants to do that as a habit. Next time, the next reason for habit, right, first. Another reason why we have wandering thought is desire. Craving. Craving. Craving for what? Anything but your method. Everything else is more interesting. Who cares about the breath? That's more interesting, you know, this sound or this thing. So, in your meditation, you should be like a kid licking your lollipop. Oh, this is my only time to have an appointment with myself today. This is the only time. So precious. It's like a kid eating lollipop. Right? The kid, when you call the kid don't even listen to you. It's very concentrated. So precious is your method. You're completely engulfed in the method, enjoying, savoring each moment, the breath. I had this guy, student, young fellow. He is one of those supermodel type, very handsome. You know, girls are all like, I'm just like, oh, just fall in love with him. He come to the 3-day retreat. He can't settle down. I know what he's doing. He's checking out the girls. He's kind of looking around. I gave him a method. I said, you should use it. He said, I can't really settle down. I just learn meditation. His legs can't fold it. I said, yeah. Have you fallen in love before? Yeah, a lot. It's like, your method? Fall in love with your method. By the end of the retreat, he was the worst meditator in the beginning. He sat through 3 periods. It's the attitude. Fall in love with your method. Completely savor each moment. Your breath. You've never experienced your breath. How are you breathing? The silkiness, the smoothness. I try to talk very sexy. You know? He's like, yes. And then you meditate. Meditate. He didn't even hear the sound of the bell. 这个人善根, right? His karmic kind of potential for practice very strong. So it's the attitude. Method is something dead. It is the attitude that we bring to it, make it alive. And so each of you will find that. Combat the craving, you know, for everything else except your method, and this habit. So that's basically the point. And if you know that principle, you know, when your mind is very scattered, what do? Make it more complex. These two